I think for me, especially like coming from like Alberta, right, and being so far away from home, it was really like all the girls that I met here and like the coaching staff and even like not like even like the people like in like the gym and stuff like that, not just obviously the sports people, but everyone kind of around the school as well. And just being so friendly and just like really warm and stuff kind of like that. Yeah.
I came to Georgian a couple years when I started playing basketball around, I was like 12 for a TIDP camp, and I had no idea that I would be here now, and a big reason, a big push for me to come here from Ottawa was the degree program.
I came to Georgian because I heard about the golf management program, and I looked into it and I thought that it was something that was right up my alley. I looked into the golf team, and at the time I don't think I was probably competitive enough for my first year, and I ultimately didn't make the team, but it gave me a little chip on my shoulder to keep playing over the summer and grinding, and I made it this year.
So coming out of high school, I took a year off. I didn't have any options or offers to play volleyball, and my buddy Zach, he played for us last year. After he sent the email to Reed, email saw me through his film, and then it was kind of like emailing me more to like try to come to Georgian, and like I chose Georgian too because it's like one of the only schools that actually believed in me, since I'm like a smaller setter. They're like most teams out west are like, you're too small to play, you can't compete, you can't set, you're a libero. So I kind of sucked, but Reed kind of he believed in me, which was really helpful.
Rugby was definitely like a big part of that. I actually played under John Daggett for my first U18 season in Barrie. And he was actually one of the best coaches I've ever had. Very knowledgeable about the sport, like both ends, forward and back. And I found he really helped me develop as a player. And I thought coming here would help me improve even more. And I think it did. I had a good season this year. And I'm coming back next year, and he's not coaching, but I want to see how far I can go with it.
My name is Talmi, and I'm from Sudan. I heard about the program from my guardian. His name is Jacob, and he's from Canada. And he's from Barrie specifically. He told me about the program a long time ago, but then something happened and I went back home, and I was stuck there for 3 years. And he started talking to Coach Chad and tell him I have this kid, he's from Sudan, you need to see him, he's good, and stuff like that. So I showed up here in the summer, and I played with the guys, and just to be part of this program, I felt the first day when I came in, scrimmaging with the guys, I felt like I know them and I was comfortable playing with them, and I think it's the biggest reason for me to choose this program as well. And I felt welcomed, and as far as the academic part, the teachers and the program really helped me a lot to get where I want to be, and just being with my teammates as well too, and yeah.
So to be completely honest, I searched schools that have volleyball and dental hygiene, and Georgian was the first one actually. That was awesome. And that's the first one I applied to, and I got early acceptance, and it took me a long time to decide because I didn't want to leave home, but whenever I came here, it actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah. And where's
well, at first I chose Georgian for the golf management program. It's kind of a unique program for my field that I wanted to get into, and then realized there was a golf team here that I wanted to keep on playing competitive golf, and play as a team. Golf is usually a pretty individualized sport, and playing as a team makes it a little funner to play.
Actually, growing up, Georgian was the one school I said I would not go to. My first year, I actually went to high school for 2 days for grade 13. And then Coach Todd, who was the previous women's basketball coach, who I had known since grade 6, because I would come and practice with the Georgian girls from grade 6 to grade 12. He said, why don't you just come play instead of going to high school? And so I came, I took a course, and I hated the course. But the basketball team ended up folding that year because there weren't enough girls. But Kiana Thompson and myself, we stayed. And I think we really only stayed because of Brian Hutton, and his pitch to us was like, just come play, we'll get a ring on your finger, and we'll make you guys the best players we can.
Initially, when I was getting out of high school, I was in the middle of COVID, right? So there really wasn't much of anything, so I didn't really know my plan. and I actually met up with Coach John Daggett at one of the Barrie club practices for rugby, and he had intrigued me to come play Georgian rugby and come check out Georgian and see some of the programs that they had to offer. Initially, I didn't finish my first program, but I ended up finding a new program here at Georgian that, well suited my wants and needs for the future.
It was kind of just online recruiting, and then coach reached out to me, and he just told me all about it, and I thought this place sounds like it could be a nice place to be, and then I guess I was right about that.
Originally, the reason why I took a gap year is because I wasn't looking to go to school or anything, because I had a full-time job, it paid well. But my dad really wanted me to go to school and my mom as well. And then I was only going to school if sports were involved, because that's how I was always. But now I've kind of learned to actually appreciate the classroom setting and everything, and actually strive to be a good academic student as well, being an athlete.
I think a big thing for the women's basketball team here at Georgian is our culture, and just joining my first year didn't go as planned. We had to get our season short, but we were all resilient, and everyone was able to just pick each other up and have each other's back through my first year of playing. That really helped me and made me want to come back to Georgian because of the girls here, and the coaching staff as well. Just the support here at Georgian. It really just makes me feel like I'm welcomed and that I have another family here.
Coach Chad, first time I met him, he was actually I didn't know he was that good, and as soon as I met him, just talking to him, I felt good energy, and he developed my game a lot, which is I played for 1 semester, but then just being coaching by him and the coaching staff too, Amy and Pat and the other stuff, all of them, they really helped me a lot with my game too, just for 1 semester. But then I felt okay, this program is really for me now, and I decided to stay and play for more 3-4 years from here and on.
And it was way more enjoyable, and it makes me so much more dedicated, and I want to be here. The energy in the gym, the energy in the room, always with the girls, it's my favorite place to be. And so the mental aspect really changed this year.
It can be difficult at times, but I mean, obviously there's a lot coming from school in general, but I have a good system here, and I have good support, everything like that, and everyone helps me as much as they can, and it's just kind of finding the time and prioritizing what's most important, which is obviously school, even though sometimes I want to be an athlete student, but right? Yeah.
I haven't used them as much as I probably should have, but every time that I've seen anyone from it, they've been really nice, and the coaches that I had on the golf team, they were super helpful for the season.
For rugby, a lot of us don't have that long extended season like volleyball, basketball. We got a short period of time with us, and we've all connected very well, and I think that's a credit to John Daggett and all the coaching staff that were there. Josh Morgan, Mike Sabrin, Mike Alkenbrack. They really put an emphasis on being good humans first, as opposed to picking just the best athletes. And I think that's really played a huge role in our success throughout the 3 years. Obviously we didn't have 2 good outcomes for the finals in the last 2 years, but thankfully, and even better being John's last year, we were able to kind of bring things together. It's more so about the camaraderie and the brotherhood that we've kind of gained through rugby, and it's not only just on the team, all of the staff and support from the college, giving us the field times, giving us extra opportunities to, get some extra gym space when we needed it, and just overall just being overwhelmingly supportive, not only through the staff, but other teams as well. Coming out to all of our games and supporting, I think it speaks to how we want to be as Grizzly athletes or Georgian College athletes as a whole, that we support each other, and it is a community. Regardless of what sport you play, you're connected somehow.